Hi everyone, my name is Zach Brzan, and to give you a brief overview of my poster. So one of the things that connects a lot of the tasks throughout this proposal is our use of in-situ sensor networks. And in particular, we envision using in-situ sensors in two different ways. The first, if I zoom in on the left side here, is in using in-situ sensors to collect high-frequency data that will support research in tasks 1 and 2. And so these are sensors that measure things like pore water chemistry, meteorological conditions, hydrologic forcing, etc. And we'd like to use them to track high-frequency signals that are hard to capture through manual sampling. So that could be diurnal variations or responses to infrequent events that are hard to plan for. For example, sudden precipitation after a month of dry weather. The other way in which we plan on using in-situ sensors is to try to upscale a lot of the column scale research proposed in tasks 3 and 4. And so the first step in this would be to take a column scale reactive transport model and expand it to field scale. But instead of then calibrating that field scale reactive transport model directly to sensor data, what we'd like to do is perform a global sensitivity analysis to try to understand what parameters most heavily affect things like reducing halo extent and colloid formation. And then with that field scale reactive transport model, we can generate a synthetic data set that tries to mimic a lot of the sensor data. And so once we have these two data sets, the synthetic data from reactive transport models and high-frequency sensor data, those we'd like to interrogate and compare through data-driven models. One example, there are many options, but one example would be training a long short-term memory network on synthetic data, and then fine-tuning model performance on sensor data to try to forecast future conditions, and then interrogating that model, investigating individual nodes to try to understand what is learned. There are many more examples that I could go through, so if you have questions, please post a sticky note here or ask a question during one of the breakout sessions. Thanks.